How about now? Did I actually have the mic muted the whole time? Craminy. What kind of streamer am I? Worst day ever. How's it going, fellas? There he is. Mike, thanks for the resub, man. I appreciate your constant support. Really appreciate that. Yeah, so we are a submarine full of gnomes that also like to get drunk. So this game is about drinking gnomes that are trying to not die in a submarine. Seems legit. Love you, bud. Love you too, bro. I'm at work, so thanks for the entertainment. Heck yeah, man. So Ross just took his turn. Did we draw? We drew 2 of these, I think. Is this on? Something feels on. There's like talking in the background. Here it is. Sorry, my stream thing ding was on. Okay. Feeling it. I'm the only one allowed to work in the building. Yikes! Nothing like some isolation. So, Red just finished their turn. We're not dead yet. Oh yeah, we were looking up if we fix the reactor and all that. Fix it actions. Blah blah blah. If the active gnome is currently on fire, the only thing... Yeah. Player decides how many minutes. If the player that rolls a die rolls less than... Where's the one about, like... Oh, here we are. Brings the corresponding disaster track marker down to the next lowest reset point. Okay, cool. So if we go and we fix the oxygen pump or oxygen thing in room 2, it'll move all the way back to the star. So that's not really a, I always keep me in the corner. Nice. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Oh, we have coffee still? Wow. What a dream. All right, we're going to move on to green's turn. Nikki is going to run along. You know, we could change these names to, here we go. Let's do Bodie and Mike. Bodie, me, and Mike taking on the world of submarines. So it's Bodie's turn because he is in the back of the initiative tracker here. What do we want to do? We could go fix the oxygen. That seems like a fairly pressing thing. So green is going to open this hatch and move. That's 1. And then open this hatch and move. That's 2. And then we are going to use our little manual, which is going to add 4 to our number. I imagine we should add 3 minutes, I think. So we'll do 1, 2, 3 minutes are going to be added to our 4 rolls. We got to roll less than a 7. Yeah! So we get to move the green back to there. Good work, Bodie. You really did it, buddy. We have fixed the oxygen issue for now. So if we do another move, we get another event, which maybe we don't want to trigger that right now. So we're going to move green up to here. On the way, you passed 1 event. So let's flip those puppies over. Respite, nothing happens. Sweet. Best turn ever, Bodie. That was spot on. It's Mike's turn. Actually, it's my turn next. So the way that the turns work in this game is these little nesting dolls show us the initiative track. Whoever's furthest back on the track actually goes first, and if 2 pawns are stacked on top of each other, like Mike and I's, then the one on top goes first. So I'm gonna go get an item. I think that seems pretty good. So I'm gonna open this hatch for 1. So red's done 1 thing so far. The white marker just keeps track of the things that you've done on your turn so far. So I'm gonna open that. I'm gonna get an item. It's a cup. I'm not sure what the cup does. I need to look into that. We'll have to look that up. But we looked for an item, so that was the second thing we did. I think we should look for 2 more items. 1, 2. We'll get 2 more items. We get the aqua lung, so we can go out of the ship if we want. And we get some grog, which who doesn't love grog, you know? So Ross has 4 items. We could, if I move 1 more, then I get my 5th item, which gets dicey. Not a lot of folks here either, so I've been watching the shipping and receiving docks. That's pretty dope. That's fine. That's fine. So red moves up to here. We passed 2 stars on the way, which means we do 2 events. The first event, advance the heat track by 1. Oh, that's getting a little out of control. And the second event is fire. So a fire starts in a random room. We roll the die to see which room that is. It's room 3. Okay, no one's in room 3, so we're not in a real emergence situation. That also burns 1 of our oxygens. So we are -1 oxygens, thanks to the fire. Yeah, I think maybe we just move on. We just keep on trucking. I think we're doing okay so far. Next turn is going to be Mike's turn. Michael, getting wild. What's he going to do? So he does have the heat track taker downer. So maybe you want to get to room 4 and fix that. So yellow is going to open a hatch, that's 1, and move here. Open a hatch, that's 2. And now how many minutes do you think we should assign to fixing the heater, the reactor? We get a +4 modifier. I think 3 sounds good. 1, 2, 3 would put us here. We get a free item, which is pretty dope. Got some teams built for dice. Want to get down this weekend. Heck yeah. Heck to the yeah. I'm free all weekend. Please hit me up. Sick. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be around. At this point, my weekends and weekdays sort of just run into each other. So you're looking at a weekend right now. I mean, I do the same amount of work practically regardless of the day. So, how many minutes should we assign to the heater? We said 3, I think, right? So we have to roll less than a 7. Come on, baby. Hell yeah, we got a 2. So the heater is repaired. We did use our reactor manual. That's a good look. That's a good look, Michael. You really nailed it. And I think that's all we're going to do for now. We will... Yeah, we're going to end turn. Yellow moves up to this space, which means that yellow passed only 1 star. So 1 event, and you get 1 item, which is pretty dope. Oxygen pumps are down. Oh shit. So this is one of like the major events, right? Place the asphyxiated token at +10. At +10 from this star, right? So that would be 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Holy cannoli. So if we get to this marker, if any of us gets to this marker without us fixing the oxygen problem, the game's over and we lose. Wow. Michael, the good news is you get an item, sir. So let's get you an item. What do you say? Ooh, we got you an aqua lung as well. Getting rowdy with the aqua lung, of course. And we move to green's turn. Bodhi, it's your turn. What are you going to go fix this turn, friend? You've got grog, and you've got the oxygen manual. I think that you just fixed the oxygen again. I think that's the look. You've got 2 of those manuals, so we're just going to do it. I work the brewery still on Saturdays, but 12 to 6. Nice. Oxygen! That's right. Fix the freaking oxygen. Bodhi's the guy for the job. He's got 2 manuals. We could use both of them and spend 0 minutes. Actually, I think you have to assign 1 minute. That's an interesting premise. But what if we have to fix it again later? Let's just use one of the books, and we will add 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know, 4 minutes. So 4 plus 4, we got to roll less than an 8. A 2. I'm pretty good at rolling 2s today. So we did spend one of our books. However, we also did take away the asphyxiation destruction event. What else could we do? We could just run away. No reason to move more than we need to, I suppose. I mean, you could go hoard more items. You are down to 2 items, so we could go over... yeah, let's do that. Let's move once, and we'll move twice, and then we'll pull an item. Get you an item out of the box. Hi-ya! Ooh, you got yourself a crowbar, friend. So that's good for removing jammed doors or locked doors. Cool. I think that'll be your turn. You'll move here. You'll pass 3 stars and an item. 3 stars and an item. The first star is Descent. Advance the pressure track by 1. Yikes. The next one is Respite. Nothing happens. Nice pull, Bodhi. You really nailed it. And your third event is the reactor warm-up. Advance the heat track by 1. Whew. Okay, heat track is advanced by 1. Oh, and you get 1 item for passing that star. Yo, Mike, what's up, man? You got yourself a fire extinguisher, so nice work there. Bodhi, you're really killing it. Oh, this is a stressful game. All right, it's my turn. The red hero. Oh, we need to look up what this cup does, right? I think we need to look up what the cup does, because I have no idea. The cup. The active gnome may reduce his intoxication level by 2. Man, it's technically called I'm on fire for show. That's right. So no one is intoxicated yet. So we don't really need to use the coffee action. That's this one, the sweet cup here. But once we start getting intoxicated, I imagine we could use that. So it's my turn. I could go put out a fire. That seems good. Oh my gosh, does the spread fire make all of the fire spread? Hang on a minute. I need to look through these cards. A fire starts in a room next to one on fire. So maybe it's just one of them. One of them goes. We need to make sure that's not a thing, because if all of the fire... Blah, 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 blah. The selection process is different. Candidate rooms are those next to a room that's already on fire, but are neither on fire or flooded themselves. The active player picks any available room from the candidates. Okay, so it is just one of them. All right, cool. Yeah, Mike, how's the day going? You guys killing it out there? Freaky Friday. All right, on my turn. I mean, I could get more items, right? Because if I have to throw out the Aqua Lung, it's cool because we have another one. All right, I'm going to take my first action to pull another item. Yeah. We got another reactor manual. That's good news. That's good news. We like those. Then we're going to unlatch the hatch and move once. Oh, I don't have a fire extinguisher. Okay, I lied. I'm not going to go in there. I'm still going to spend that one action to pull another item. We'll try to get a fire extinguisher. I'm selling games and books. Yeah, dog. Ooh, we got the Lucky Duck. So the Lucky Duck means that on the next time, so I can spend it, and then I can pass 3 stars for free. It's a super good action. But we still need a fire extinguisher. We still need a fire extinguisher, folks. Do we just keep looking for items? It seems so bad. Alright, I'll look for one more item. One more item. We got the harpoon gun, so that's the way to kill the Kraken. Man, I've got a lot of niche items currently. A lot of niche items that we can't use right now. Alright, that's going to end my turn, though. I'm going to pass 1 item and 1 star. Alright, 1 event. Friendly fire. A fire starts in a random room. A random room is flooded to high water, and the hand limit is 4. Holy shit. Okay, we gotta discard some things. We're gonna discard the Aqua Lung, the coffee, the grog. Dang it. And maybe a water pump. Alright. Oh no, I can keep 4, right? I can keep 4. Have no fear. Okay, everyone else is good under the hand limit of 4. Now we need to start a fire in a room and high water a room. Alright, folks. Best case scenario is that we flood a room that has fire in it. Okay, gotta get back to it. Have a great day all. Michael, thanks for dropping in, dude. Come on back. We'll be here. Chilling. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna roll for the fire room first. Our fire room is room 1. Yikes. Okay, well, that's more targets for the flood. So now if we flood the room that's on fire, that's good news. This is the flooded room. Room 7. Shit. So the way that flooding works in this game is you have high water or low water. This room is high water flooded. And when I open any of the hatches that it open to an adjacent room, it will flood both rooms to low water. It's kind of cool. Lots of water. Then you increase the volume and we go to less water. We're like dropping weird frames and stuff right now. It's kind of weird, kind of whack. Okay, and I passed an item square, so I do get a free item. Yeah, it is a fire extinguisher. All right, we might need one of those soon. It is Yellow's turn. Mike, you're up. Here we go. You have a water pump. You have a water pump. You also have a fire extinguisher. I think you should go put out a fire, my friend. Alright, so yellow is going to open this hatch. That's 1 action. 1 minute of time has gone by. Then we're going to use the fire extinguisher, so it's going to be +3 to this roll. I feel like we add like 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so we have to roll less than a 7. 10. Shit. So, the good news is we can escape. So we can escape to any adjacent room that doesn't have fire in it. We'll go to this one, I think. Nah, we'll go to this one. We're going to go to that one. We do have to spend 1 action for moving out of the room. Damn it. And we spent our fire extinguisher and we were unsuccessful. Ugh, that was not our best day. Not our best day. But yeah. Mike, I think your turn's just over, my dude. You passed 2 stars on your way to the front. So 2 events will happen and we didn't solve any problems. That is a problem in itself. Reactor warm-up. Turn up the heat by 1. Oh, yuck. And, oh dear. Fire spreads. A fire starts in a room next to one that's on fire. Well, we're going to make this fire spread to room 2. Yeah, we're going to make this fire spread to room 2. Guys, things are getting a little dicey on the sub. I'll be honest. Things are getting a little bit dicey. So now it's my turn. Red. I have a water pump and a fire extinguisher as well. I feel like I need to go put out a fire. So let's try that again. I'm going to move twice. That's 2 actions, or 2 minutes of action. Then I'm going to use my fire extinguisher and also add 5 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 plus 3. We got to roll lower than an 8. Lower than an 8, please. 5. Yes, we have put out the fire. We did spend our fire extinguisher, which is, it's fine. It's all right. Do I wish to continue my turn? Probably not. Oh, I think I moved my thing wrong. I think it was here. Shit, it was here because I moved twice and then I assigned 5 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I move once more, I get another item for free. Or if I do another action, getting another item is actually pretty good. So technically you can just wait. You can do nothing for 1 minute, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do nothing for 1 minute so that I get an item at the end of my turn. I passed 2 stars, so 2 events. This one goes here. This one goes here. We passed 2 events. We have hatch blocked. The active player chooses a hatch to block and attach to a random room. Okay, so I roll to see what room it affects. It's room 8. And then we block one of the hatches with the little lock here. We're going to block this hatch here. So we cannot go from that room to that room without breaking the lock off. Things are getting wild. Alright, we did that. And my second event is going to be reactor warm-up, which means the heat goes up by 1. Shit, we got to fix the heat. Who's got the heat book? Oh, no, I do. Sugar. Somebody might have to get a little drunk at our expense. Somebody might have to be drinking on the clock, you know what I'm saying? So grog increases any roll by 3, but then you have to turn your card over to the intoxicated side. And at the end of each of your turns, you have to make sure or do a feint check to see if your character has fainted because of being drunk. It's kind of interesting. But whose turn is it? It's Bodhi's turn. He is the green character. He has a grog. We could put him to work because we don't want the heat track to go to the next star, because then when you clear it, it only goes down to the next star, right? We want to keep it below that star level as much as possible. None of us have any way of taking down the pressure, which is the blue tracker. Things are going to get wild. I mean, Bodhi's already in the item room. He could just look for items. Could look for items. Yeah, that's what he'll do first. All right, for 1 action, we'll look for an item. See what we get. Another grog. Maybe it's a sign. Maybe it's a sign that Bodhi just needs to go drink some and lower the heat, which is in room 4. So that's the thing, though. Mike's already in room 4. We're just going to look for another item. We're going to look for another item. Items are key in this game. They help you so much. Ooh. We got ourselves a toolbox. So a toolbox will add 3 to any roll for these tracks. Pretty darn good. So what we could do is we could run over here to Mike and give him the toolbox for 1 minute. He could also break the lock off this door with his crowbar. Maybe that's what we should do while he's here. All right, we're going to use the crowbar to take off this lock. We're going to add 3 minutes. 1, 2, 3. We're going to add 3 minutes to the roll. So 3 plus 3. We got to roll lower than a 6. 50-50. We got a 10. Shit. So it doesn't mean nothing happens in terms of negative effects. However, we didn't get to remove the lock here on room 8, which is a shame. We could try again, but I think Bodhi's done enough things this turn. So this is going to go here. He passes one event and grabs an item. So Bodhi's event is fire. A fire starts in a random room. That is bad news for us, folks. We're going to roll a die and see which room this fire starts in. It is room 7. So room 7 has a flood in it, so nothing happens. That's my favorite kind of flood, folks. My favorite. Bodhi also passed this red space, which means he gets a free item. It's gonna be a pump, a water pump. Cool story, bro. Those are okay. I mean, eventually we're gonna have to get the water out of room 7. Room 7's a pretty good room to have flooded, because the missile crisis only happens, I think, like once per game or something. But if the missile crisis gets pulled like next, we are in sort of a heap of trouble. All right, it's Mike's turn. He's the furthest back on the initiative track here. We really do want him to fix the old fix the heat problem. We would not want that to go past the star. So let's figure out how grog works, because I've forgotten. Feint check, right? That's what we need to look for. Feint check. It's in here somewhere. Feint check. If a player played one or more grog tiles during their turn, he must make a feint check for his gnome. To do so, the player draws an event card and checks the feint number in the lower right-hand corner. If a dash is present, it automatically passes. Otherwise, the number is equal to less. If the number is equal to less than the gnome's current, he passes out. Let's do it. Let's get Mike a little tipsy here. What do you say, folks? So we're gonna drink the grog, which puts us to the level 1 of intoxication. We're gonna put the one that's his name is closest to. So he's a level 1 intoxication. He's gonna try to fix the reactor in the sub. So that's gonna add 3 to his roll. And we're gonna assign 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'd be certain to fix it, right? 7 plus 3. So we are certain to fix this. We did use our grog, but the heater returns to 0, which is a pretty good. We did have to drink a grog for it, but you know, we're ready for that. So at the end of Mike's turn, he's gonna have to. So he's gonna pass 1 star, 2 stars, and an item. 2 stars and an item. So here we go. Let's do this first. The first event, missile countdown. Guys, remember that time where I was like, but if we pull the missile countdown now, we're in trouble. So that was when he passed this star. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shit. So the missile countdown. Sorry, I already lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If we get here before we clean up the missile crisis, Mike's trying to get a boss battle going. What up, Mike? Have to go. Hey, cheers. Have a great time at work, man. Thanks for dropping in. You did start a missile crisis, which is, potentially going to be the bane of this game. But that's great. That's what it's all about, is us dying in a submarine together. Have to go to the dungeon. Yas. Let me get in there too. Exclamation boss in the chat if you are here and new. Don't know what this means. So that was for passing this star. Mike, you also get an item. Congrats. You get to keep a oxygen manual. Pretty good. Pretty good. And then you trigger this event. Reactor warm up, increase the heat track by 1. So it's a good thing we just took care of that, because that would have went to the next checkpoint level, which would have been sad for us. Wow. So it's Green's turn next. Bodhi, it's your turn. And we have to go fix the missiles. We have to fix the missiles. Yikes. We have to fix the missiles, which means we have to open the hatch, which means we have to flood an additional room. So you're gonna move for 1. Yikes. This is things are gonna happen. You're gonna open this hatch and move for 2 actually. 1, 2, because we are now moving through low water. Yikes, but if we don't pump the water first... Bodhi, do you have a water pump? Alright, he does have a water pump. Let's do that first. Wait, we have to move this up 2, because that was for opening the door and moving. Then we're going to pump the water out. We're going to assign, what, like 1, 2, 3... Plus the 3, we got to roll less than a 6? No, I think we got to... 7. So we got to roll less than a 7 here. Please, please. Oh my gosh, we rolled a 6. We rolled a 6. So the water has been pumped out of this room, which is nice, because if we tried to fix the missiles with the water being in there, it would be instantly plus 2 minutes. That would be no good. That would be no good. So Bodhi's turn has to be over. He triggers 1 event. Hatch blocked. Oh, sugar. Alright, so let's roll this. 1. So in room 1, there is going to be a hatch locked. Let's lock this one. We're not going through the fire to get to the fire, I don't think. And then he passes this event. Respite, nothing happens. Best day ever. And then he gets here, which is the 3rd event. The 3rd event is respite again. Wow. Or respite, whichever you're into. Cool. So again, if any of us pass this marker, we lose the game. So it's got to be my job to go do that. Oh, sugar. I do have the lucky duck. That's good news. We got to go for it, right? So I have 1 to move here. I have to spend 2 to move here because I went through the water. And then I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes. So I have to roll lower than a 4. Right? Is it equal to? Less than or equal to. Okay, so I can roll a 4 or less. Here we go. A 4 or less. We got to fix this missile crisis or we're just going to die. All right, here we go. A 4 or less. A 4 or less. Sometimes you have to tell the dice exactly what you want. 4 or less. It's a 2, fam. It's a 2. Here we go. Where's the camera? We crisis avoided. Yas. Where's the? There we go. There we go. There we go. Hopefully that wasn't uber loud. Oh gosh, I didn't think about the levels before I did that. That was probably really loud, but we needed it. We needed it. We were gonna die. I think I'm also gonna play the lucky duck. So I'm gonna play the lucky duck so that I don't have to choose an event, and an event. That seems good. Heyo! Exclamation Nikki in the chat for the Nikki emotes. Alright, we're still alive. Everything's great. We don't have to pull any events. We don't have to check if we're too drunk yet. That's good. That's good. And we're almost rescued, right? If all of your gnomes get to the green square, then you're rescued and you win the game. Actually, if any one of them gets there, we win the game. Without the sub exploding or the Kraken killing us. Cool. 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 Okay. We just keep moving. So I come up here. We don't draw any events because I use the lucky duck. And now it is Mike's turn, who is level 1 drunk already. He's level 1 drunk already. So at the end of his turn, we will have to draw to see if he passes the feint check. Yikes. Alright, what's the next thing we should do? He could go pump water out of 5. I feel like 5 is a high traffic area, so he's going to spend 1 to get to 5. Then he's going to use his water pump plus 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. We may as well go 5, right? So 5 plus the water pump would be an 8 or better. Or sorry, 8 or less. 8 or less. 7 it is, folks. So the water has been successfully pumped out of room 5. Thanks, Mike, for using your water pump. You're a real G. He has an aqua lung. We got to put out these fires eventually. We need to find... All right, we're going to move here. That'll be one more. Oh, sugar. That's fine. We're going to move... No. Yeah, it's all right. We're going to move there and search for an item. We need fire extinguishers. If we're gonna live. We got a crowbar. Mike, nice crowbar, bro. All right, I think that's going to be Mike's turn, though. Nah, he's going to search for one more item. Bump that noise, because it's not going to trigger any more events, right? So, fire extinguisher. Okay, we got a harpoon gun. Mike and his guns, you know? So, let's do our events. We passed one event. Reactor malfunction. Increase the heat track by 2. Holy sugar toots, Batman. Oh, that's bad news. The next event Mike has triggered is called hatch blocked. So we're going to roll a die and see which room has a blocked hatch. Hi-ya! Room 2. Room 2 has a hatch blocked. You got a hatch blocked. I'm going to put it here. I think that's the lowest traffic entryway. And then Mike triggered this one and gets an item. So you trigger the event first. Event is the Kraken. Shit. Oh no, and the hand limit went to 4. Okay, here we go. Place the Kraken plus 15 from where we triggered this event. So 30 plus 15 would be 45. Right, 5, 10, 15. So this is, oops, I gotta get the Kraken one. Here's where the Kraken is. Now, the good news is we have the harpoon guns. We got the harpoon guns to kill the Kraken with, in theory. Hand limit is 4. So Bodhi, you're gonna have to throw out... I feel like you throw out these two. No, you only have to throw out one. Might be. You're gonna throw out one of your grogs. I know we like grog, but gotta do what you gotta do. Everybody else is unaffected. All right, cool. Cool. So that was cool, Mike. And then Mike gets an item because he's on a red, or he passed a red space. He gets a fire extinguisher. What a legend. Mike, good work. Also, we have to do a feint check, so we're gonna flip this card. I don't think there's any way that you fail a, ooh, fire spreads. Good thing we get that out of the way. Right? I don't think I have to act. Do I have to do that? Or is the feint check thing? Hold the phone. If I have to do that action, I'm going to be upset. To do so, the player draws an event card and checks the feint number. If a dash is present, you automatically pass. Otherwise, if the number is equal to or less than the gnome's current intoxication level, he passes out. Oh my gosh, the event is ignored. Alright, so the feint number on this card is a 3. Mike's intoxication level is a 1, so he does not pass out. Way to go, Mike. You really nailed it. And we got a fire extinguisher. I'm freaking pumped. Alright. Everything's great. He moves here. And red goes next. Red does not have a fire extinguisher. We could go do the heat thing again, right? Because we have the heat manual. That seems pretty good. So 1 to open this hatch. And 1 to open that hatch. And then we have a plus 4. Let's do 4 more. 1, 2, 3. 3 more. Let's do 3 more. That way we only trigger 1. So 3 plus 4 is 7. We got to roll 7 or less. Let's go. 7 or less. Hi! A 3. So I spent my manual. And this goes back to 0. The heat track, man. It's keeping us on our toes. Oh, yikes. Is that where I end my turn? I think I want to move farther. We could try to unjam this door. There's no negative consequence except for spending minutes. So let's do 1, 2, 3 minutes to unjam the door. Let's just try it. So we got to get a 3 or less. Oh my. We got an 8. So the door remains jammed. We just spent some time doing it. So we passed one event. Fire. Awesome. Awesome. Let's see what room the fire's in. The fire's in room 7. Now that is problematic because Bodhi is in room 7. Boop. So room 7 is now on fire. That's a problem. But he also gets an item. Red gets an item. Hopefully fire extinguisher, because that seems to be our oh, sugar. So it is a it's the pressure gauge manual though. We don't have one of those, so that's at least, you know, positive yardage. Then we move past this event to get here. Let's see what the last event is. Nothing. Nothing happens. All right, we're looking good. We are looking so good right now. It's Green's turn. Green is sadly, but fortunately, so he's sad because he's starting his turn where there's a fire. That's a problem. He does have a fire extinguisher though. We're gonna put it out. All right. Green's gonna spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plus his 3 from the fire extinguisher. I think that's a good look. So we gotta get an 8 or less here, Bodhi. You can do it, buddy. 8 or less. Fiver it is. So we spent our fire extinguisher. The fire is gone. And that was a turn well spent. That was a turn well spent. We do need another fire extinguisher. So 1, 2, 3, we could look for an item. Let's do that. So move, look for an item. Move, look for an item. Let's try to get another fire extinguisher back. Whammy, it's a crowbar. Wow, you shouldn't have. I mean, eventually those jammed locks are going to give us a problem, but not right now. So Bodhi, you move past one of these. Oh, it's a fire. Oh, cool. We started a fire. We put out one fire and we start another fire in which room? Room 3. Oh, room 3 is already on fire, so that actually doesn't matter. That was a great pull. That was a great pull. Then you get to draw an item from this red spot here. Oh, the lucky duck. That's a good pull, friend. And then you pass this one. So we got one more event to go. It is hatch locked. All right, let's see where we block a hatch. Let's see. Hiya! In room 9. Oh no. Oh no. So, room 9 is totally off. It's totally inaccessible. Inaccessible. Oh shoot, we need to kill the Kraken. It's okay, it's Yellow's turn next. Now the problem is Yellow has no way to get out of the ship. Oh, sugar. Oh no, because I'm pretty sure to kill the Kraken you have to go outside the ship and shoot it with the let's see, hang on, hold up. Order. Aqualung. If I was a Kraken, where would I be? No? Time destruction event. If all players... Oh, it's if all players pass the destruction token. That's good to know. The game is a player attempting to prevent the event automatically fails if the ghost timer passes the destruction token. Yikes. Alright, where's the Kraken? We gotta know how to kill this Kraken. Low water, high water, no action, abandoned comrades. Oh, you do have to go outside. Sugar. Alright. Things are about to get risky. Risky biscuits. So I think Mike is going to have to crowbar this lock off before he can get to the hatch to go outside and then kill the Kraken. This is going to be a trying turn for Mike. He does have an aqua lung, so he can stay out of the... Wow. Okay, don't talk about it, just do it, you know? So we're going to use the crowbar on that lock plus how many minutes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes? Sure. So we got to get an 8 or lower. Come on, Mike, you can do it. 8 or lower. A 2. Okay, the lock has been busted off. And we used the crowbar. However, friends, now we're going to move for 1 and then open the hatch to the outside and move for 1. Actually, I think that's 2 to go outside the ship. Then he's going to try to fight the Kraken. Yeah, he's going to use the aqua lung. Oh no. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 plus his 4. So we need an 8 or less here to defeat the Kraken. Defeat the Kraken. Oh, 7. We did it, fam. Mike, our hero, has slain the Kraken. This imminent peril is gone off the board. But now we have so many events that he just passed. So many events. It's fine. Here we go. The first event that we pass is nothing happens. Best day ever. The next event that he passes is, oh no, reactor malfunction. Advance the heat track by 2. Oh. Alright, the next event that we pass, hatch blocked. Didn't we just remove a lock? Oh, room 4. Sorry, that was here. Room 4 gets a locked hatch. Well, let's just lock the other side here. And then here we get an item. Mike gets an item back. What a guy. Ooh, a toolbox. A jack of all trades. And then this event. Hatch blocked. In room 10. Which is room 0. Ooh. Okay, so that's locked here. Let's lock it from there. That seems okay. And then we end up here. Alright, so everything's fine. Everything's great. It's Green's turns next. Oh my. What is Green gonna do? Green is going to... And he could go crowbar a lock off? Doesn't seem bad. He could also just search for items. He's in the item room. Decisions. He's gonna look for an item first. Let's do that first. Look for an item. Let's see what we get. Hey. Ooh, it's the Missile Crisis one. Well, we already did the Missile Crisis, so we should be good on that front, I think. We're gonna move into this room for 1, and then we're gonna use the crowbar plus 4. So we gotta roll a 7 or better, or 7 or less, sorry. 5 it is. So 5 will knock off this lock with this crowbar. Then we move back up here for 1. And we search for an item for 1. Seems good. Can't go wrong, right? Ooh, it's the pressure gauge fixer card. And then we're gonna search for 1 more item. That way we're here. It's a grog bottle. Then we're gonna spin the lucky duck, because that way we don't have to roll that event, or that event. But we still get our item. Holler. The item. Bodhi's stacked with items right now. The item is the toolbox. Seems good. Alright. It's Red's turn. Nothing really noteworthy that we can do. I mean, we could just go try to put out a fire. I think. So let's just move here for one. Move here for one. And then we'll add 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5, 6, 7. Because it's just a raw roll, right? So 7 or less. It's an 8. Okay, cool. That goes down. Sorry, we have to leave the room. And we have to pay to leave the room. Ugh, I forgot about that part. That was a big yikes. Okay, Red ends their turn here. Which means we passed. Sorry, we should do this the right way. We passed this. Advance the pressure track by 2. Did you send me something? Oh.
No, I was just looking over how the game's going after 3 hours of playing. This is the problem with Red November.
It's not the problem. We advanced the pressure track by 2. Oh, that's bad news because now there's the new checkpoint. Let me move to this one. Hatch locked. Awesome. In which room, you say? Number 2. Man, well, we'll block this one that goes to the fire room, I guess. Then we move past an item. That's good news for Ross, for our adventurers. Whammy. Whammy. And then this event here. Hatch blocked. Cool. In which room? Number 8. Number 8 gets a locked door. I mean, we could just lock... We'll just lock one of these. Yeah, seems good. And then we're back with everybody else. Which actually... Oh, no, we went to this one. We went to this one. Because we had to pay to leave the room from fire. Oh, shit. Speaking of fire, we've just started another fire in room 5. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's happening. It's happening, folks. And we don't have a fire extinguisher. Actually, yellow has a fire extinguisher, but they go after green. Oh yeah, since a fire starts, we burn up some of our oxygen. I wonder if I've been playing that right. Do you only burn up oxygen when a fire starts or spreads? Or is it like a timer thing? There's no way it can burn up your oxygen that fast. That seems ridiculous. Seems ludicrous. Do. I don't know. We'll look it up later. We've been playing this long for this way, so. Okay, it's Green's turn. Green, do you have a fire extinguisher? No. Could drink grog and help me out. My phone is blowing up. Do. Green is going to move into this room for 1. Then he's got to try to put out the fire. I think he's going to drink a grog first. So we're going to drink a grog. Which is going to put us to level 1 intoxication. But we get +3 on our extinguisher roll. Let's spend 1, 2, 3, 4 more minutes. So 4 + 3. We got to get a 7 or lower to put this fire out. A 4. Best day ever. The fire gets put out. We have spent our grog token. That was a good turn, I think. So green is gonna pass 2 events. 1 event here. Oh, feint check first. No, feint check after, I think. 2 events. Descent. Advance the pressure track by 1. Yikes. Then we pass this event. Fire! Let's catch a room on fire. What do you say? Room 3. Wow, room 3 is already on fire, so that was perfect. And then green ends up here. We got to do our feint check, so as long as this is not a 1, it's a 2. It's a 2. A leak would have been alright, though. We could have maybe extinguished one of our 3 fires, 3 out of 10. So the feint check is passed. Bodhi is not fainted after his level 1 intoxication. And we move on to Mike's turn. Alright. Alright, Mike is outside. He's going to spend 2 to go into this room. Because he was outside the sub, thanks to his aqua lung. Then he's gonna spend his fire extinguisher plus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So plus 5. We need an 8 or less to put this fire out. Oh gosh, it's a 4. So fire is extinguished with the fire extinguisher. However, Mike has triggered 3 events and gets an item. There's the first event. Is descent. Increase the pressure track by 1. Well, things are getting out of control. Number 2. Stumble. The active player discards down to 1 item. Okay, that could have been terrible for Bodhi over here, but Mike only has 2 items. He's going to throw out this one. And the last event and item, so event first. Stumble. Okay, not bad. He's already down to that. And then an item for Mike. He gets a crowbar. Interesting. So he's on this one. And red goes next. Red should go fix the... Oh no. The pressure track is in the back there where the fire is. Which means the fire has to get put out first. Oh, yikes. Well, here's what we'll do. So for 2 minutes, right? For 2 minutes? For 1 minute, you can trade action cards. So I'm going to trade a water pump for the grog of Bodhi's. It was 1 minute. Then we're going to drink the grog. Drink the grog. Then we're going to move twice. And then we're going to assign 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes. 6 minutes plus the 3 from the grog. All we gotta do is roll a 9 or lower to put this fire out. It's an 8. Wow. So the fire's gone. So is my grog. And now I'm a level 1 intoxicated as well, getting wild. And then we pass some events. We pass 1 event. It is leak. A random room is flooded to high water. Alright, let's see where it gets flooded. Please, one of our... Damn it. I was hoping it was going to be one of our on fire rooms. So high water in room 7 again. That happened earlier already. Then we passed this event, and item. The event is nothing happens. Best day ever. And an item for Ross. The reactor manual. We don't need one of those currently. Not bad to have. We also passed this one. This event. Missile countdown. Missile countdown from here is off the track. So what if it happens if it's off the track? Off the track, disaster track, blah 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 blah. Nope, 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 nope. Kill the Kraken. Time destruction. If all players pass it, blah 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 blah. A player becomes unable to prevent a given destruction when the timekeeper past the automatically fails. For the actions associated both with the disaster and those successfully perform the action, resets the track and removes the token. It's boss battle time, Bodhi. That's bold, my friend. I mean, it's off the track. I think we'll be gone by then, right? Do. Oh, Mike's here too to get in on the boss battle. I think the three of us could probably handle it. Let's see what happens. I guess we just put the missile thing. I mean, it's not even on the track anymore. That sounds pretty good. And so here's where I end my turn. We are on to green. Guys, we're so close to getting out. How do we win again? If all of us... Let's do that before... Blah, blah, blah. Item, cool. Items, leave the sub. Movement, turn sequence, item tiles, blah, blah, blah. There's got to be a one that says how we win, right? Blah, blah, blah. Game setup, time and turn order, the player turn, overview, turn sequence, movement, spending time, actions, leave the sub. Updates, kicking the bucket when a gnome is killed, blah blah blah. Where's the winning part? Ooh, Inky Blinky, Pinky and Clyde just killing us. Toolbox. Game end. The game is lost if any of the trackers hit the end. The game is won if all timekeepers of surviving gnomes reach the rescued space at the end of the track, and all events have been resolved without causing the game to be lost. Oh, sugar. So we might need to put that missile thing on here. It just has to be resolved by the time we get to the very end. Welp, who's got the missile? Isn't there like a missile? Oh, yeah, Green. Green, it's your turn. You're taking care of the missiles. Too bad the missiles are covered by high water. Oh, yikes. All right, Green, it's happening. Open the hatch. So Green's going to open the hatch, which makes this low water and this low water. Move for 2. Oh, gosh. Move for 2. Oh gosh! All right, this could be your final the final frontier. We're gonna use the book and add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which we have to add +2 because. All right, so Bodhi is going to, no matter what, he's going to use the +4 in 6 minutes, +2 minutes because he's in a low water region to alleviate the missile crisis. So far, so good, but that's all he gets to do. That's just fine. It's just fine. Bodhi, you have done it, my friend. Game is won if all timekeepers of surviving gnomes reach the rescued space at the end of the time track, and all events have been resolved without causing the game to be lost. Okay, alright, here we go. Bodhi, you passed one event. Let's see if we can not break this. Engine down. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So the engine has broken. That's this one. Holy sugar. Okay, the engine is down. Wait. We better look up engine down, because engine down, I don't know if that means the blue track or the green track. Engine down. Where are we? Crushed, asphyxiated, initial launch and Kraken. What? Place the crushed destruction token. Fix engine action. Hang on, I gotta find out which one is which. Which one is the crush? Oh, it's the gear one. Alright, so we have to fix this by the time we get to plus 10 on here. Which is the end again. Oh, sugar. Alright, we gotta fix the engine before we can get out of here. Which is okay. We got good news for that. Yikes. Past this one. Hello.
Hi.
Is that for me?
Yeah.
You're the best!
It's really hot. Where should I put it?
Right here's good.
It's hot, so give it a minute.
Okay. Thank you so much. You didn't have to do all that.
Well, I did.
Thank you.
It's after 2. You haven't eaten.
I've been trying to save the world.
I know. It's a submarine, not the world.
It's my world.
When you're done,
Yeah.
I know you probably don't know this, but it is a gorgeous day outside.
Ooh.
And we should go for a walk.
Okay.
Okay. I was thinking we could drive to the park and walk up the actual loop.
Ooh, it sounds good.
Okay.
My wife just brought me lunch because she loves me and she's the best. All right. Bodhi, you triggered that one. Then you're gonna trigger this one, friend. Descent. Pressure track up by 1. Oh shit. And then you're gonna trigger this one, which is start a fire. Awesome. 2. Shit. Alright, so we got a fire in room 2. Things are about to get wild, folks. Because we need to get to this room to fix the engine. So we're going to have to put those fires out. I don't think we're going to have time. And then you triggered this one lastly, Bodhi. Overheated. All players must play a grog tile if possible. Increase your intoxication. Nobody has a grog tile, which is the best news. Bodhi, you have officially made it out, friend. But that also means that you can no longer help us with the conditions we must meet. Oh my gosh. Alright. Well, here we go. Also, we should probably figure out what happens when we run out of cards. Events, blah blah blah. Boo-doo-doo-doo. Fire's a little more complicated. The fire adds to the asphyxiation track. Okay, what happens if we can't draw any more cards? The first 3 for each draw items marker reach. Yeah. On the occasion where both the event marker and draw items are the same, shuffle the discard pile and make a new event deck. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Well, yellow, it's our turn, folks. We really need to put this fire out so we can go fix the engine. Although red is already there. Do we have to do that? Well, red's... Yeah, probably. Let's go here and pump the water out. Or does that matter? We move once. We're going to pump the water out. Oh, we're talking about yellow. Yellow only has a crowbar and a fixed thing. Oh, no. I mean, yellow could do nothing for 10 turns, and then just it would be on red to finish the game, right? As long as there's not a fire that starts in room 1 or a flood in room 1. So if we go here and just wait it out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we just go here. Is that smart? I don't know if it's smart. I think we're going to go for it, though. So yellow's going to move... Sorry. Yellow's going to move here. He's going to have to pass 1, 2, 3, 4 events. First event. Underwater current. Increase all low water tokens to high water tokens. That's problematic. High water and high water. Then you passed this event. Hand limit is 4. Doesn't affect any... Oh, does affect this guy. He's going to throw out a toolbox. Then you passed this one, which is descent. Pressure track goes up by 1. Holy shit. If we lose on this last event, I might have something to say about it. Alright, we got to shuffle up all of these events and make a new draw pile because we still have one event to resolve for yellow. And then red's going to try to save the world. He's going to try. He's going to try to save the world and then make it off of this blasted submarine. Alright. A little overhand shuffle. Again, not a super great way to shuffle for all you randomizer nerds out there. But here we go. It's looking good. It's looking so good. Alright. For my last trick, alright, here we go. The Kraken. The Kraken. The Kraken is what we pull off the top here. Oh my gosh. I think that means we automatically lose. Because there's no way that red can kill the Kraken and do the engine fix before time is up. Did we actually get all the way to the end? Okay, well, yellow, you made it out. Congratulations. Now, red could just jump ship. You can't even get out of the ship. Oh my gosh. I don't think there's enough time in the day. I think we just got screwed by some RNG. Alright, we're going to play our reactor book to try to solve this issue here. We're going to add... We can't add any, right? Well, then we have to do the fire. We're going to lose. Or maybe you can go past the track? There's no more minutes left. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, no. Okay, we're going to add no minutes. We're going to try to... Let's do 1. We're going to add 1, so that way we have 50-50. 5 or less, and we solve that conflict. It was a 4. It was a little cucked, but it was a 4. So we solved this issue. Now there's still the Kraken issue, because we can't get off the sub and be free with our gnome wives if there's still a Kraken out there. So... Holy shit. There's just no way. I could spend... I could either have to break off the lock, put out the fire, then fight the Kraken, or put out the fire, wade through the freaking flood, go out here and fight the Kraken. I guess that's gotta be the way we do it. So we spend 1 to go in here. We did spend this book, didn't we? So what are we gonna do? Spend 2 minutes? No, 1 minute. So we have to roll a 1 or less here. didn't happen. So we just moved to here. We have to pay for that. See, we don't even have enough. We move here. Oh, we gotta move through the deep water. I think moving through... I don't even know if you can move through deep water. Oh, that's right. Well, this would... Okay, so this would open up... Since I opened this hatch, this would put it out and go to low water. I would have to spend 2... I would have to spend 2 to get into that last room. And then I'd have to spend 2 to go outside. And then I'd have to roll a 4 or less. No. Ah. We got so close. This has been my experience with this game. I've never won, by the way. If anybody out there is a pro at this game, you're probably like, well, this dude made some mistakes, because I win every time. I've literally never won. This was the closest I've ever been. 2 people escaped. We couldn't kill the Kraken because we pulled that crap off the top of the deck. We lose. That's the end of it. It's a shame. It's a crying shame. It was fun, though. It was fun. Anywho, I'm going to be out of here. I'm going to go for a little walk with my wife. I might be back later on. Guys, make sure you hit the follow button if you haven't already. If you're having a good time, I do stream lots of Dice Masters, and I will start occasionally streaming some more board games. So if you're into that, hit the follow button. We'll be back. Also, catch the weekly Dice Arena every Tuesday night at 9 Eastern. And then, beyond that, you can find me on Twitter and YouTube at The Weekly Dice Arena. So thanks for being here. We will catch you fine folks another time. Damn it, we didn't escape. But we had a good time. Peace out, folks.